Hey, everybody. Hey, loved ones. This is Love Marlene 411, your channel for relationship topics, the hard conversations, and I mainly podcast over here. So if you're new to this channel, subscribe to this channel. I love for you to become a fellow loved ones. I'm filling in for my fellow team builder. This is a team build with Geo, the live team collaboration. So thank you guys so much for allowing me to be a part of this amazing team. I'm going to go to the chat and then I'm going to get into today's discussion. Hey, Miss Yo-Yo, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you all. Hi, Maria. Hey, Gio, how are you? Hey, Mike. Welcome, everybody. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up. I'd really appreciate it. So, I'm talking about having the tough conversations. And I think that it's very important to talk about this subject because there's a lot of things that we actually need to say, but most of the time the problem is that we're afraid of the backlash. We're afraid of being uncomfortable or that you will lose things or you'll stir up things, but we cannot allow the negativity from other people to stop us from having those tough conversations. And I looked up this some information here. What are some what counts as a difficult conversation? So a difficult conversation is a planned discussion about an uncomfortable topic or a negative experience where the goal is to share different perspectives and to build mutual understanding and develop respect, not to persuade or to win. It's just that something needs to be faced, and sometimes it has to be somebody filling in and having enough courage to say, it's time to talk about this. Some of the examples of some tough conversations are when parents get divorced, when somebody that you know and love may have to come out in what they're sexually orientated to like. Another thing is speaking up and telling people when they're using you. That's a hard and difficult conversation, or telling people you don't like certain things that they do, especially on the job. It's hard to have the tough conversations, but it should not stop us from having them. Yes, thank you all so much. Hey, Coach Mary. Hey, Puzzle Pieces. Hey, Melissa King. Hi, Deborah. Yes, you guys rock this chat with some emojis. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Hey, Sylvia, how are you? I don't know. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Sammy Joe, how are you? Welcome. And that's one of the things that I definitely had to learn, that just because something may be uncomfortable, we may feel some type of way talking about it, it doesn't mean we shouldn't not have the conversation. Hi, Miss Me. How are you? Welcome. Appreciate you all for being here. Yes. Thank you all so much. And that's one of the things that I had to learn, is that it was okay to have those tough conversations. It was okay to tell people, I don't like the way you're treating me, or I don't like the way you're treating somebody else that I care about, somebody that I love. We have to have enough courage to have those uncomfortable, those tough conversations. Yeah, and all of those things. Hey, Miss Tamika, how are you? Hi, Maria. Yes, I hope everybody is doing well. If you guys have not already, please hit the like. I'd really appreciate it. And that's something that I had to learn, is that it's nothing wrong with having those difficult conversations, but we a lot of times have to deal with, you know, it's about having the conversation, but having the conversation at the right time. We wouldn't want to have a tough conversation and embarrass a person if there's something that we don't like what they're doing. Have that one on one conversation at a comfortable time. making a person feel comfortable, making a person feel that we're not attacking them, but you're attacking the issue. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces, for the super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me remove this banner. And you know what I have to do, Miss Puzzle Pieces? We have to bring out the panda when the super chat hits. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I really do appreciate it. Yes, thank you so much. Wow, I got 2 from Miss Puzzle Pieces. We got to do this again. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much, Puzzle Pieces. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. And I feel like this is a very important conversation to have. And like I was saying earlier, it's very important for us to have conversations that are difficult. And one that I think is one of the most difficult conversations is to tell your children that you may be moving, getting divorced, being incarcerated, you have to move, or somebody in the family is sick or has passed on. These are very tough conversations of a very sensitive matter, right? And it may not be the easiest to have these conversations, especially when it comes to your children or younger people within your family, or telling your friends or other people that you care about how you feel. But it's important for us to have those conversations and to say, this is how I feel. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm going through. Yeah, all of those things. And letting people respect you. Respect is very important. And if you feel that somebody is not respecting you, you need to speak up for yourself. You do. You can't just keep letting things go under the bridge, ignoring it, ignore, and then things start snowballing. Because I know that's something that has happened to me, especially when I didn't want to face things with my relatives. I don't want to have the conversations. I don't want to tell people that they're hurting my feelings, or they're disappointing me, or they're making me feel sad, or that makes me feel some type of way, or how come I'm not getting the support that they give to other people. But ignoring the situation is not a solution. I know that many of us do that. Um, but I have to say that don't stop yourself because it's supposed to be uncomfortable. Let me go change that word because y'all know how I am. Don't stop having a conversation because it's uncomfortable. Don't do that. Just because something may be uncomfortable, it doesn't mean you don't need to have it. You do need to have those uncomfortable conversations. We have to have them. Somebody has stopped supporting you and that hurts your feelings, or somebody, you feel like somebody is really rude to you, or somebody is taking advantage of you. It's very important that we have hard, tough conversations. That's a part of setting boundaries with people. You have to tell people how they're making you feel. We can't assume that people know unless we tell them. We have to tell people how we feel. We have to tell people what we're going through. We really do. Yes, Boss Life Online. Thank you so much. Yes, we go through that to keep peace, and we have to keep peace. We really do. You have to tell people what you're dealing with, what you're going through. And I'm not going to even lie to any of you. It took me a really long time to speak up and to say, this hurts my feelings. When you do this, I feel that. And that's something that, many people, we learn that in therapy, but it's something that is very important to say. Don't keep ignoring that elephant in the room, or, even getting sick to your stomach, knowing that you have to face somebody or see somebody. You have to have those uncomfortable conversations, those tough conversations, and get it out. So, number one, that you can respect yourself so that you don't constantly worry about it, so that you set boundaries and, like Sylvia said, to keep the peace. Yes, speak your peace so you can have peace is what my dad used to say. Great, great saying, puzzle pieces. Yes, a tough conversation. It is. It's hard to have tough conversations. And I don't know about you all, but it's really tough to tell my relatives how I feel. You could be complaining all day long and feeling miserable, but just the thought of having to get into that to say, you hurt me, you disappointed me, you made me sad, why do you do these things to me? And we feel like we're being personally attacked sometimes, like, how come you treat this person this way but you treat me this way? How come you support them but you don't support me? How come you're kind to them but you're not kind to me? And in relationships, how come you give all your time to whatever endeavors but not giving that time to me? When we don't have the tough conversations, we make not only ourselves, but we make other people feel some type of way, because other people will think everything is great. Everything is great in our relationship. Things are cool when they could be disastrous. When we feel miserable, we deserve more than that. We have to have those tough conversations and tell people how we're feeling. Hi, Deborah. Did I greet you and say hello? I don't remember. Yes, Maria, we have to. We have to have those tough conversations. We have to let people know how we're feeling, even if some people will walk away. That's one of the things about life, is that we can't just let people run over us. We can't just let people take advantage of us, whether it's your family, whether it's your children, your romantic interest, your job. You must set boundaries or you're going to be miserable your entire life. You will be miserable your entire life trying to people please. And I did that for a long time. And I'm trying to tell you that it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, everybody. It doesn't work. Trying to please other people does not work. You'll be bending over backwards doing all of these things, and they will be happy go lucky. Like they're doing good because you're doing what they want. But is it something that you personally want? Most of the time, no. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. Appreciate it. Hi, Yankeeista Homestead. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you coming over. Thank you so much. And that's one of the things that I had to learn about myself, that I can't allow them to disrespect me to make them happy, to make them feel comfortable. I have to respect myself first. I have to respect myself. And for you to apply it to yourself, I have to respect me. And it may make them mad. They may stop talking to me. They may lie. They may not want to hear it. But you have said your piece. You have said what you need to say. When we open up our mouth and we tell people how we're feeling, then when we release that, we can't change the outcome of how other people take it. You can't. Thank you so much, Maria. We can't change the outcome of how another person feels. We can't change how another person takes it. If they're going to apply it and make changes, or they're going to get mad and ignore us or block us, that's up to them. But we have to be ones that respect ourself. Respect yourself. Respect your time. Set those boundaries and have the tough conversations. And I was just talking about that this morning on my podcast channel, the Marlene Saunders Show this morning. And another uncomfortable conversation that you have to have is having conversations with your children, are about bullies. There's a lot of bullying that happens from the youngest of age, from kindergarten all the way through high school, and even as we are adults in the workplace, in college, there is always going to be someone to bully us. But we have to ask those tough conversations. Don't stop having conversations because it's uncomfortable, because of what another person may say. And most of the time, children will not just readily just come and talk to us. We have to make the space comfortable for children to say, you know what, mom, dad, auntie, grandma, guardian, whoever it is, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what's making me feel sad. This person, it bothers me, or my teacher says this. I don't feel like I have enough support, or whatever it is. We really need to make children feel heard and seen. And I came from the generation of children where children were seen but not heard. Like, you're a child, go sit down. Or what do you have to say? Like, kind of brush you to the side like you're nothing. But that's not true. Even a child has meaning, has value, and we have to ask them how they're feeling. And I, even myself, I had to learn to slow down and back up from saying things about children, about special needs relatives, about the elderly family members. Okay. Just because somebody has special needs, or they're older, or they're a child, or they have been through something, they didn't always make the best decision, that does not stop them from being a great person. They are a great person. And we have to value other people, respect other people, but especially, I have to say, respect your children. We always talk about that parents need to be respected, but are you respecting your child? Do you tell them when they do the right thing? I appreciate you. You're a good kid. I love you. And I have to say, for me, hey, Flurk, how are you doing? Welcome in. I can say, for me, that was not something that was very easy for me to say. It's not easy for me to say things like, I love you, to say, I'm sorry, to apologize wholeheartedly, to make changes. It's not easy to say those things, right? It's not. But we have to at least try. To please others, you have to first be pleased with yourself. Yes, puzzle pieces. That is so important. You have to value yourself. I say it all the time from my other channel. You have to first put on your oxygen mask. Remember, save yourself first. As parents, guardians, friends, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, sisters, workmates. We do so much for other people, but what are we doing for ourselves? And I had to start having the tough conversations of telling people, I love you, but there are certain things I can no longer do for you, because I have to start doing things for me. I have to start getting into my gym, taking care of my mental health, taking care of whatever I need to do, going to my doctor's appointments, getting my exercise. It's very important to set healthy boundaries. And some people, they're going to be mad. I'm telling you, they're going to be raging when they can't use you anymore, when you stop doing everything for them. It's a tough conversation. Some people don't want to hear it. Once they can't use you, they don't want nothing to do with you. And then they make up a whole storyline, right? We have to be prepared for that. Yes, Melissa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Melissa says, I'm a firm believer with open communication with my child, and you have to. You really do. Hey, Flurk, welcome in. Appreciate you. It's very important for us to be respectful, respect others. That's one of the things that people will say. Back in the day, they used to always say, respect your elders or respect other adults. I'm not of that belief. Respect is earned, even for a child. If you have a child and that adult is being disrespectful, I'm not going to tell my child or other children to respect somebody who is rude and demanding. I'm going to, encourage them because we should respect our elders, but respect is a two-way street. If you want respect, you got to give that to me, even a child, even someone who has special needs, even someone who is elderly, and special needs. Every single person has value. It doesn't matter if you want to see it or you like it or that person makes you uncomfortable or whatever it is. We still have to respect one another. And if somebody can't respect you, they don't need to be in your life. Yes, that part, Sylvia. Hmm. We do. Yeah, we do. We have to respect other people. And that's one of the things that I had to learn. I had to grow into this. I had to grow into this in my womanhood, that some people are going to be upset when they can't use you. Some people will be upset when they can't use your ideas. Some people will be upset when they can't know your private business. But that's not my problem. That's yours. But you have to have those tough conversations. I will no longer let you use me, abuse me, manipulate me, talk about me, and all of those things too, like saying, I know that you talk about me behind my back. And even if you say, I'm talking now, I know you talk about me behind my back and I know you don't like me. I know that you're jealous of me, whatever the conversation is. And we don't have to go get along. But one thing is for sure, you will respect me. Whether you like me or not, that's irrelevant. And especially if it's something like a children's situation, like you're in a relationship with somebody and they have kids and now you have to deal with their ex. We don't have to get along. You don't have to like me. But because we have to deal with each other because of this child in our life, you're going to respect me. You have to put those boundaries out there or people will run all over you. You don't have to like me. I'm not here for you to like me. The same thing like on the job. You don't have to like me, but you will respect me. That's for sure. You will respect me. Okay? You will. And the same thing, I rock hard for children, the elderly, and special needs. I don't play games with those things. I don't play games. And if I see somebody abusing a child, an elderly, or a special needs, Marlene for sure is going to speak up. I don't care what you say. I don't care if the excuses. I don't care if you're tired. You're not going to yell and shout and take advantage and hit and slap. No, if you can't handle it, you need to go and have several seats. You need to go for a walk, but don't take it out on the ones that can't speak for themselves. See, someone has to be the voice of the voiceless. And I know I advocate for that every day. If I see something, I'm not going to unsee it. I'm not going to ignore it and say that's none of my business. I've seen things all the time that people do. People will be out and screaming at their kids, and people will tell me, "Stay out of my business. This is none of your business." It is my business. That child is everybody's business. And I wish that people would go back to, you're not going to disrespect a child. You're not going to be slapping them and hitting them. No, if you're having a bad day, if you're frustrated, you need to take a break, or you need somebody to come in your home and relieve you so that you can take some of the pressure off yourself. But one thing is for sure, I'm not going to allow anybody to take advantage of children, special needs, and the elderly. That is for sure. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to ignore them. I'm not going to treat them that like they're inferior or they're nobody. They have feelings. Yeah, they do. They're special. Just because you may not see the special in them, just because you may not value them, just because you don't want to be around them, they make you feel uncomfortable, or you have to be more patient with them. Maybe you'll learn something from them. I got that from having a special needs relative. We think they need to change for us. No, you need to change for them. They can teach us something. They can teach us how to be patient, how to be more considerate, how to see the beauty in the world and the small things, Learn from them. Don't try to change them and to bring them into your world. No, you need to go into theirs. Period. Go into theirs. Learn something, elevate, but definitely have the tough conversations. Shout out to everybody who is in Team Build. This has been a Team Build with Geo collaboration. Shout out. Shout out to my Team Build. We're doing great things and big things. I appreciate every single one of you. If you guys are interested in being a part of Team Build with Geo, the membership is only $199 to start. I say come in at the $5 level. Okay, because Geo gives you a lot of value for your money. A lot of value. How many people are you going to get? A positive team, a supportive team, encouraging. It's like family over there. I love every single one of my team builders, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. I sure do. Yeah, it's so true. Up next is Keto Granny. Let me put a leash on you for that walk, is what I'm thinking. Yes, up next is Keto Granny. Awesome, awesome. So we have about 4 more minutes, and I just want to give a shout out to all my amazing team builders. Mike the Ranger, 92308, Melissa King, My Econ, Be Amazing, Sylvia, Melissa King, My Econ, and Team Build with Geo, even though she's in here, Boss Life Online. Yeah, all my amazing team builders. I appreciate every single one of you. And to everybody who supports me and this channel, somebody told me a while ago that this channel would never make it because I changed it. I changed this from being a reviews channel because my spirit told me it's time to have a channel and having those tough conversations about what nobody wants to talk about. Say it would never succeed. It would never work out. And this is proof that whatever people say over your life, don't listen to what other people say. When something has come into your spirit and it has told you to do something, go for it. Do it. Do your best, everybody. And I definitely wanted to have this real conversation. Do your best. Be your best. Know your worth. Yes, they are pure at heart. So you better get in their world. Yes. Do your best. Shout out to Team Build. Next up is Keto Granny. Keto Granny, my awesome team builder. Thank you all so much for coming to this live collaboration team. If you have not hit the like on the way in, hit the like on the way out. And all of those things. I'm looking forward to the next one if somebody is not able to do theirs, you guys can come over here. I'm always more than welcome to have those conversations. And I do have membership over here. It starts with 99 cents. Those of you who want to, you're welcome to do those things too. So shout out to Team Build. And next up is my weight loss with Keto Granny. We're going over there. Thank you so much to everybody. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, most people don't have the courage to follow their dreams. They don't. But I do. Everyone have a great night. Thank you all so much for your support. Shout out to Team Build. And I will see you guys over at My Weight Loss with Keto Granny. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.